Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. This book has helped me to understand what it takes to lead a healthy, happy life and give a lot of tips to longevity, how to live longer. In Japan, Okinawa Island has the highest centenarians in the world. Almost like 24.55 out of 100 people are centenarians over there. Most of the people live up to 90 years or 100 years and even more than 100 years. Not only they enjoy longevity, they enjoy with vitality also. They are very healthy as well, even in their 90s. And they don't even have any chronic illnesses. What are their secrets? How can we live long and healthy and happy life taking cues from them? Those were the things that I had in mind when I read the book. Here are some of the tips that I understood, which I segregated into 4 different types of learnings from the book, which I will share it in this video as each of these parts. One is around the diet and the exercises. Second one is around how do we manage stress or emotional well-being. Third one is about community and social life. And the fourth one is about Ikigai, or the sense of purpose itself. So in this video, out of these 4, I'll cover the first part, which is just related to the diet and exercises part, which I could take the insights from the book, which we can try to apply in our life to towards living a longer life. Number 1, most of the centenarians consume less meat and processed foods over there. They drink alcohol in moderation. They eat wide variety of foods, especially vegetables. Variety seems to be the key here. Like they eat different types of food every day. Many eat vegetables grown in their gardens only. They eat almost 206 different foods, including spices, on a regular basis. On an average, studies show they ate 18 different foods each day. Can you imagine? 18 different foods each day. And also, the way they eat is also slightly different, wherein they have this plate where they could see themselves as to what all they are going to eat. It's not like they're having an empty plate and just fill it in as and when they want to eat something, which go unnoticed as to how much you have eaten. So they will take all the foods, keep it in the plate, so they know how much they are eating, and then they eat. It's visible. That's the number 1 part about what they eat and how do they eat. Studies also show Okinawans eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. 5 servings. And at least 7 types of fruits and vegetables are consumed on a daily basis. This is strange, but it seems to be the case that so much variety of fruits and vegetables they consume every day. The third point is they eat less than 10 grams of salt per day. Not much salt. They rarely eat sugar, and if they do, it's only cane sugar. This is something very important we just need to remember, that about sugar consumption, which is obviously if we are taking processed foods, a lot of sugar will be there, but less than, they eat very less sugar, hardly eat any sugar, and even if they do, it is cane sugar what they eat. Number 4, most of them eat only 80% full, 80% stomach full. They get up when they are 80% full. They never eat 100%. We tend to eat a lot, and even if you are full, sometimes if the food is good, we end up eating a lot, right? So we need to remember to get up when we are almost full, around 80% full. The 5th point is many practice intermittent fasting also. Nowadays it is call it fad or call it a new sensation. Most of the people follow only like 16/8 or 14/10 or whatever, right? So long period of fasting followed by only, let's say, 8 or 10 hours of eating time. So most of the people follow intermittent fasting at least 2 days each week, which helps them to cleanse the digestive system, allows it to rest. 6th point is regarding Okinawan's diet is rich with antioxidants. Antioxidants properties are now very well discussed nowadays. Antioxidants help slowing down aging process by slowing the oxidation process in cells, neutralizing the free radicals that cause damage and accelerate aging. And because we consume, it slows down that process, thereby slowing down the aging process. What do they consume? Be it green tea or powerful shikuwasa fruit. It's kind of a citrus fruit like oranges, but apparently it has 40 times more antioxidants than the citrus fruit. And the fruit name is shikuwasa, and that's what they consume. But the point here is that I think we should choose the diet which has antioxidants in it. Seventh point regarding this diet and exercise is you have to keep yourself active. Only by staying active you will live up to 100 years. In Japan, one might be surprised to see how active people remain after they retire also. In fact, many Japanese people never really retire is what they say. They keep doing what they love for as long as their health allows them to do so. Something we should remember that we should not retire from, even maybe we can retire, but not necessarily retire from actually doing the work that we enjoy or love to do it, right? So we have to keep ourselves active is the key message here. Point number 8, to keep ourselves active, it does not really require strenuous extensive exercises. All that is needed is gentle movements throughout the day, be it gardening or be it doing the daily chores or taking small walks or such simple things which you can do throughout the day, which keeps ourselves active. Low intensity exercises which allows to keep moving, which we can do throughout the day. So that is how they keep themselves active, not necessarily strenuous exercises. Point number 9, a lot of sitting will age you. That is the learning that I had. If you sit for more than 30 minutes, metabolism slows down by 90%. You can just think about it once again. I'll just repeat. If you sit for more than 30 minutes, metabolism slows down by 90%. That's huge, right? And how often, if you are in an industry where you are working, say for example, throughout the day you are sitting and working, I can imagine what probably must be happening to your metabolism. Just by sitting continuously for 30 minutes, it slows down the metabolism by 90%. It just show you that how important it is to keep ourselves active even with smaller movements. Sitting longer could cause obesity, high blood pressure, imbalanced eating, cardiovascular diseases, even some kind of cancer. So the point is simple, keep moving, don't sit at one place for more than 30 minutes. This was the biggest learning for me because I usually end up sitting and working in front of the laptop for long, and this one was a huge learning. Whenever I remind myself of it, I try to just get up and walk for a while. Point number 10, do basic exercises in the morning. It's a common practice in Japan since World War II at that time, more so in Okinawa, to do radio taiso exercises at 6 a.m. in groups for about 5 to 10 minutes. This might look like stupid exercises like raising arms above head and turning in circles, etc. Very simple, gentle exercises. One of the few times we raise our hands above our head is when reaching for something in a cupboard or closet, while our ancestors were raising hands all the time gathering things from trees. If you understood that correctly, the thing is, even though some of these smaller gentle exercises may look like a very simple things, stupid things, etc., but if you think about it, some of these things we don't even do on a daily basis, which our ancestors used to do for so long as a normal living. We don't do that. Just by doing these simple exercises, it's very important or more important than what we think, right? So it is better to do some basic stretching exercises in the morning, like many people in Okinawa do in the 6 a.m. in every 6 a.m. every morning. Point number 11, secret to keeping body young is to keep mind active. This is the important point which we have to remember. Mental neurons start aging while we are in our 20s. Only way to keep this process to slow down is to exercise the mental muscles. Get yourself involved in, say, some intellectual activity, maybe playing games or developing curiosity in anything and everything. Learning something new. Learning is the important. When you start learning something new, right, you will exercise something in your mental muscles. You think about it, try something differently, you fail, you adapt. So much happens when you try learning something new. Maybe a new language, maybe a new sport, or maybe a new game, whatever that is, right? Learning something new or dealing with new situations, entirely new situations. You have to adapt, you have to think about, you have to solve the problems. There will be so many obstacles. Or it could be, interacting with new people or having more positive outlook towards life. So all these things, when you try to do, the mental muscles get activated, and more we keep our mental muscles active, we stay young, is the point there. So point number 12, develop some simple good habits. Maybe walk to work, or just walk at least 20 minutes a day, or use feet instead of elevator, or participate in social leisure activities instead of watching TV or phone, or spending time on smartphone, or replacing junk food with fruits, getting right amount of sleep, let's say 7 to 8 hours every day, going to bed at the same time and getting that much of sleep, or playing with children, or playing with pets, joining a sports team, etc. Basically keeping these habits, which automatically you do every day, which adds a lot of things to your life. There's a saying, keep your fingers active. If you keep your fingers working, you will cross 100. That's what they say in the book. So basically the basic point here is that develop some habits which automatically helps you in keeping yourself active. Point number 13, and the last one in this thread, is that most of the Japanese get their regular health checkup to identify and prevent diseases. It is done through their integrated healthcare system. It's important and get your checkups done regularly. So they have this setup where once in a year it's a free checkup. Almost everyone gets it done. And the beauty of this is, even if there is some small problems that your body may have encountered, you will recognize it and try to cure it much earlier in the stage, instead of letting it grow and start becoming a bigger problem. So identifying any possible diseases much earlier in the stage helps to resolve those problems much earlier. So getting checkups done regularly is also one of the important. So those were the 13 important points I could gather as an insight related to diet and exercises which centenarians do in Okinawa, which we can try to adopt in our lifestyle. So one is regarding, the personal point was, just to recap, one is regarding what we eat. Second one was regarding about the fruits and vegetables they eat. Third one was regarding the salt. Fourth one was regarding not eating 100% but 80%. Fifth one was regarding intermittent fasting. Sixth one was regarding antioxidants and related foods. Seventh one was regarding keeping yourself active. And eighth one was regarding not a strenuous exercise but gentle movements throughout the day. And ninth point was regarding don't sit for long, more than 30 minutes. It will cause metabolism to slow down. Keep yourself moving. 10th one was regarding do some gentle exercises in the morning, 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. or whenever you wake up. Even though if it is gentle, small exercises, it's okay. 11th was regarding keeping your mind active through some of the learnings and many things that you can do. 12th one was regarding developing some small habits which eventually adds a lot of value. And 13th one was regarding getting your health checkup done regularly. Hope you find that is useful, and even if you apply some of these probably it will add a lot of value to your life. Thank you.